Hi,
Hi,
Firebirds!
Firebirds! Welcome back to this week's Talon Talk. As you can see, my co-host is not here again, but if you don't remember, my name's Emmy, and we actually are featuring Rockshawn again. Yay!
What's up, guys?
So happy to have you. So, just to start off with our announcements, we have our graduation commencement. Is that what it's called? Commencement?
Mhm.
We have our graduation commencement May 19th at Allen Fieldhouse this year, and it will be live streamed courtesy of Nathan Kramer, I think, and our journalism program. So happy to have that.
And on May 15, journalism is distributing our yearbook. Um, this will also be the seniors' last day. In terms of the yearbook, we will sell limited yearbooks on the day. So the price would be $75 in cash or check only.
All right, and IPS is doing Polar Plunge on May 6th. It is a fundraiser for IPS, so it's $10 and a permission form to hop into that. It's really fun. It's for a good cause, so go take a plunge.
hmm And journalism is hosting a dine and donate at Jason's Deli. Um, this will be a fundraiser. So yeah, come and support student journalism.
On April 29th.
hmm
Senior night for girls soccer is May 12th against Gardner. And, pop out, show up. Senior night is, we also think May 14th for baseball. If it's not senior night, it's their last home game, so come to that. And look out for any other senior nights that are on the calendar for softball, golf, boys tennis, all of that.
And then on May 7th, caps and gowns will be ready for the seniors to pick up from 3 to 4 p.m.
Is it at the school?
It should be in the comments.
In the comments? Okay. We have a graduation rehearsal for seniors as well on the 13th of May. And I think we have a senior picnic post-graduation rehearsal. And our journalism program will also be handing out the senior issue. It's really cute. Please take a look at it when you get it. Now to do the Wordle. Okay.
My usual first word is usually audio because it covers
Pretty good.
most of the alphabet. Oh,
Oh,
God.
wait. Now we can call in our advisor, Mr. Shuff. He's going to help us with the Wordle. You get next word draft. Hooray!
So audio was your first choice?
And it had nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What about water?
Water?
But that's not a.
I mean, it seems pretty good. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, give us a couple things.
So there's a T and a W and an E.
Is twee a word?
Am
Like
I- Am I in
TWE?
it? Do I need to get down here? Is this better?
Okay.
Good.
It's like, is this a word? Like tweed?
I believe so. Like a tweed jacket. Oh,
Oh my god, wait. That was good.
All right.
Okay.
Should be
that was a
getting
good
this.
guess.
Tweak.
The only thing that's in mine is like tween.
Oh yeah.
In between. I don't know if that's even considered a real word though.
I mean, you have like a tween,
no.
as in like a
Tweet?
teenager. Oh, wait, yeah. Tweet.
There we
Yay!
go.
I got this! Okay, thank you, Mr. Chuff. All right, we will now introduce our special guest. Please give a warm welcome and a drum roll, please, to our special guest, Kyle Sikes, aka a prom king. So we're gonna talk about prom first. Obviously Stuco didn't have like a crazy part in it, but well, they did, but it was more, wasn't it like Joshua? Either way, how was the process of planning prom for whatever part that you had in it?
Yeah, planning prom is always like an interesting part of the year for Stuco because this year we tried to have a lot more going on around the time of prom. We had a few more events going, and so the process of planning prom was kind of, we have committees, and that was just one committee that we had going on. You try and give them as much help and support as they can, but also give them like the freedom to do what they want to do with the event. So whether that's like figuring out how to build decorations or having more people help them to get their stuff in order, that's kind of what we do for that. But the planning prom and setting up prom is hard because so many people have stuff going on that day, and so trying to get as many people from Stuco there as possible to help set up is key.
How did you feel about how we didn't get a senior skip day? Because they gave everyone the day off so that we didn't get a skip day.
I guess I don't really have an opinion on it, but I can see why other people do. I honestly didn't even think about it much. I've heard May 1st. Is that I've heard people talking about that day,
Yeah,
but
like unofficial.
yeah, unofficial, but we'll see.
I mean, fair enough. Did you guys come up with the prom on the Bayou, or who came up with that?
So what we did was we decided on 4 themes, and
Mhm.
then we put a poll out to see what the senior class would like most, and then whatever the senior class decides on, that is what we start going on. So we have every table in Stuco present a couple themes, and then we pick 4, and the student body picks one.
Yeah, it was really cute. So, of course, you were nominated to be on prom court. How did that feel?
Um, honestly, very uncomfortable. I don't like attention like that, but like having it was very nice to know that people I don't know that there's people out there that think I'm good, like an okay enough person to be on prom court. So I like that's fun.
And then you won prom king at the dance, which is
Mhm.
really exciting. How did that feel?
Um, I was surprised because honestly, when the first 2 people won, I was like happy for them because as I said, I was uncomfortable. So winning would make me even more uncomfortable. But when they were like, "Oh, there's a third round," I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, here it comes," and it did end up being that. So I mean, it was fun. It was a great time. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, prom was great. Had a blast. And I feel like it was nice because everyone kind of wrapped up and left by like 9:30.
Yeah.
And it usually
Yeah.
goes until like 10. So it's like
That
we
is
kind of
true.
just walked ourselves out. It was great. um, did you like it being at KU Memorial Union rather than Abe and Jake's?
Um, in ways, yeah. I think there are some parts about it being just like a different venue. I think it was in some ways kind of fun because that was our first and last venue.
Oh, wait. I didn't even think of that.
So
That's cute.
it was our first formal and our last high school dance being prom. So that was kind of fun. It's a little bit smaller to make it feel a little bit more full because there's only like 450 people at prom. So
Yeah.
that part, Abe and Jake sometimes feels a little bit big for that. But Abe and Jake's is also really cool. I think both are great, and I think both can have fun events at them.
Yeah, it was definitely like less people that went to prom this year. Like I was kind of surprised when I walked in. It felt like maybe because like KU, it's kind of like a box, and like
Yeah.
Abe and Jake's, there's like a good amount of like scatter in where
Right,
everything is.
right. So
But I was
people,
like, it looked like smaller than it was when you walked in, which was like
for
kind of
sure.
scary.
There, we sold, I think maybe just a few more tickets this year than last year, but it just didn't seem to feel as full. I don't know if that was just the way Abe and Jake's is set up, where there's just a small dance floor and then things scattered out. I'm not really sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It was a fun event.
Yeah, it was really fun. So let's segue into graduation. Of course, Stuco does kind of plan graduation, but it's more on like the admin. But from what I've heard, how do you feel about graduation being at Allen Fieldhouse?
Well, as a lifelong KU basketball fan, I think it's pretty cool, but I also understand the significance of having it on the football field and just I don't know, the tradition. I think it would be fun if we had it on the football field. I'm sad that that's not a possibility this year, but I I think it'll still be a cool venue. Stuco has been working with admin to figure out some ways to decorate it, make it feel a little more free state, not just we're graduating from make it look like we're graduating from KU. So we're trying to do a few things there. But yeah, I think it'll still be fun, but I think it'll be a little different than graduating on the football field for sure.
Yeah, I think it's also nice because we don't have to worry about weather.
That is very true. You never doing it inside. Doesn't matter whether it's pouring rain, thunderstorming, super windy, or a beautiful day
Yeah.
out. It's gonna be the same either way.
Well, and also, I remember I think I went to graduation last year. It was either last year or the year before. No, it was when our brothers were graduating. And I was trying to look at the field, but I was on like the opposite side, like the visitor side. And the sun was
Yeah,
blinding. And I'm
yeah,
so glad we don't have to deal with that.
that is very true.
And also, like, being on the hard court is kind of nice.
Hmm.
Just because, like, sometimes the grass can get wet.
That
and then
is,
you
yeah,
slip and you fall
that
and
is
like
true.
it's bad. But also the seating is really nice because it's like all around seating,
Hmm.
and you don't just have to go one side or the other side because my family's blind. We're all known to be blind, so like luckily they'll be able to actually see their kids graduate. So,
That is definitely a plus.
um, are you ready to graduate?
I am so ready to graduate. I feel like I've been ready to graduate since like freshman year. So I've
So
just
valid.
been kind of waiting, kind of been waiting it out.
So valid.
High school's
Yeah.
been fun, but I'm definitely ready to move on.
Yeah.
There are lots of things I'm going to miss for sure, no doubt about that. But I'm definitely ready.
Yeah, I feel like graduation is it's like so weird because it's like I feel like a senior. I'm ready to graduate, but at the end of the day, there'll be like these little snippets of like, oh my gosh, like that was so fun, like that was so high school, and that's gonna be over.
Yeah. The other thing I realized is like when I was a freshman, I look at the seniors and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like so much older, more like they have it more figured out. I'm like, now that I'm a senior, I'm like, no, no, they were just trying to figure out just like you were. Like they're not any different. I don't feel any different at least. Maybe other people do, but I definitely think now like dang, some freshmen may look at me the same way I looked at seniors then. And, like I don't feel any different than I did then.
Mhm. Do you have any advice to freshmen that is not like your typical, do your work, don't procrastinate, make new friends, like truly like niche advice that
Hmm.
you wouldn't think of?
Make friends that are older than you.
Facts.
Like make
Hmm.
as early as you can. I mean, I remember get involved in things that allow you to make friends that are older than you. Don't just stick to friends in your grade. And when you get to be an upperclassman, have friends that like you're in a sport with or in your club with that like maybe they're a year younger than you. Like don't just stick with your grade because you'll miss so many amazing people. And I can remember like Jackson from my freshman year. He was a senior. He was fantastic, and I miss him a lot. Jake Chun, same thing.
Oh,
But
the goats all around.
exactly. So like, there's so many great people, Michael Bedeau, and other people that I am so glad I got the chance to talk to and like be around that I would have missed if I wasn't involved in Stuco or other things that allowed me to like be with people that are older than me.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my niche advice, and hear me out, is it's not that niche, but when you think about it, don't be afraid to do something or to not do something you don't like. Is that like crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't force yourself to
yeah,
do stuff.
I did a high school sport that, looking back, I'm like, God, I kind of hated that. And at the end of the day, it's like, you got to do what makes you happy. You don't need to do what everyone tells you to do or what you feel like you need to do. Like, do you. I promise you, in 20 years, you're not going to look back and be like, man, I really wish I did that in high school. Like, no, I'm not going to. Is that like valid?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's not that niche. It's really not. But so for some people, I know like I I've been in there in the loop of like, we got to plan graduation outfits. We have to plan graduation parties, graduation outfits for our parties, graduation invites. First of all, it's really expensive. Second of
Truth.
all, it is so stressful because you got to find if you're doing it with someone, which, like if you choose not to do it with someone, how are you going to plan it? So, I know for me it's definitely been a little bit stressful, but what is it like the same for at least like you or like in general like guys? Is it the same?
I have no idea because I've had the same best friend for like 10 years. And so it was a no brainer that we were going to do our graduation party together. Super simple. I'm doing it with Nathan Friedman.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
good.
like, it's not going to be as stressful for me. But we definitely have had some things we had to think about. Like getting photos, we got them done by, thanks, Nathan Kramer. And, Nathan Friedman took my graduation, like my senior pictures, so I had pictures for that. I mean, I've been very like fortunate to have people around me that will help me a lot with different stuff like this. Nathan and the other Nathan helped me pick like outfits and for that stuff, and so it was like pretty simple for me. But planning graduation parties is definitely like expensive
Yeah.
because you want to have a fun venue, but you also want like good food and drinks and all sorts of stuff and decorations and graduation cards and mailing things is also too expensive nowadays. So like it becomes a lot.
Yeah, you definitely have to like cut your losses. Like if you have a really good venue, you gotta cut something out.
Exactly.
Because I did something at my house. Like we're doing something at like a family friend's house,
Oh, that's fun.
but we're gonna have great food and
Are you
like
doing it
great
with anyone?
decorations. I'm doing it with Eli and Trenton, just like
Nice.
because Eli has 2 grad
I'm
parties that
doing
day.
mine at my
just like,
elementary school.
wait, that's so cute. That's adorable. Yeah, I hope we get a senior walk like at our elementary schools.
I think
did
mine's
last year.
definitely doing one. And I know Cordley's doing one, but I don't know.
I'll text Donica
I
because
don't
that's
know.
adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, for graduation, what are your plans post graduation?
Next year I will be going to Washington University in St. Louis, and I'm
It's tough.
undecided business, and I want to do pre-law, and then also maybe minor in like the business of sport.
It's valid. I think we have almost the exact same plan.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like majoring in pre-law and minoring in business. But I feel like as seniors, we always get told, what are your plans after graduation? Which we always default to college. But what are your plans that aren't college? Like, what are you gonna do like to have fun and keep being you?
I love to go for walks, so
Yeah.
I will probably continue going on like my 2 hour long walks because I don't bring like music. I just walk. My phone stays in my pocket most of the time. Like I just to clear my mind and like think. I like thinking. It makes me relax. So probably do a lot of that. I'm gonna be playing a lot of
course.
baseball this summer.
That's fun.
Kind of my last like round of
Last hurrah.
last thing of baseball. So finish that out. Try and hang out with friends. We look you play a lot of like Wii Wii sports. So probably play some more Wii sports. Um, Connor Brown, shout out. But what else will I be doing? That's kind of it. I kind of just like to relax.
Yeah.
I don't like to do a whole lot of. I don't typically hang out with that many people. So just like my small circle of friends will probably
Yeah.
do some stuff. But
No, that's
mostly
valid.
just relaxing.
This is like prime time. This is probably the only summer
Exactly.
where you like
I might as
actually get
well-
to be a kid and relax and do whatever you want. You're coming to college, you don't got anything you got to worry about.
Yeah, I know where I'm going, so I kind of just gonna chill. Kinda just relax.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have, I guess, parting words? Do you have any people or, I guess, things that you want to say to anybody who may be watching, whether it's admin, whether it's teachers, or it's advice, whatever you want to say?
Um,
If you don't have anything, that's okay.
no, I surround you like I would like to thank a lot of the teachers in the school for being supportive and like being there because a lot of times they brighten up days. So like make sure you get good connections with your teachers, good relationships with your teachers because they care about you as people. They don't just care about you as a student. Um, if you're doing something like I did, doing like a co-presidency, do it with someone that you really like being around. Like I'm doing with Julia, and she's great. She's done a lot of awesome work, and Stuco would not be nearly as good as it is without her. She does a ton of work for that. So if you're doing something like that, definitely do it with someone that you can like genuinely want to be around and will work hard. Um, yeah, get connected, be involved. Don't hesitate to reach out to people. It's kind of people want to be there for you. So
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're free to go. All right. We are back with my guest co-host, Rakshan.
Hey again.
We're going to bring back our quote of the day because it's a graduation quote
Mhm.
and we're graduating
Mhm.
kind of sentimental.
Very
Um,
sentimental.
Very sentimental. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that the only person you are destined to become is a person you decide to be.
Wow. That's just like
Bars. Straight bars.
It means a lot to me.
So if I
really.
decide to be someone who's, well, I don't know. I guess that's up to me.
This brings me back to like my days in AP Lang, where like I'm pretty sure we read like essays from Ralph Waldo Emerson.
I think we did. Yeah. Could probably have to read a whole synthesis
Yeah.
exclusively on this quote. So, all right. Well, okay. Well, that's all we have for you today, Firebirds. And unfortunately, this is the last time that you will see either of us on the podcast because
We're
we getting out of
graduating.
here.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for next year. So excited to see, what happens next year. So have fun, stay safe, and stay Freddy Fierce.